Good evening to everyone. At the outset, I would like to say thanks to Thinkers Forum, Bengaluru, for giving me an opportunity to take part in this platform with Sri Venkatesh Murthy and Rachel's book launching program. As a doctor, I always think that environment is very close to us. Otherwise, we all end up in disasters. Um, Environment, bond of coexistence. It has always been there. When you take history, 4,000 years, 5,000 years of history, it was always there. But only thing is, in the last few centuries, we forgot about it. That is the only difference. When you take Indian culture and practices and everything, we pray to water, and we have every day we do puja to Kaveri, and we pray to soil earth, ma earth, and whenever whatever you do, construction or agricultural thing, we pray to God. And like that, every aspect of environment is bonding with human existence. I would say that is the source of our life and energy. The day we forget about it, and we are going to have a trouble. And since the development of industrialization and expansion of industrialization, we were thinking about development. Simultaneously, we forgot about how to protect our environment. 1 second, if we think how much progress we have done as human race, at the same time, what would have happened if we retained all our environment throughout? Development on one side and retaining our environment on the other side, we would have been the best race in this world. But unfortunately, we did not do that. That's why we got into so many problems. Um, at the end of the day, being a doctor, at the end of our life, we bond with our environment, either in the form of entering into water in Triveni Sangama, or entering into some other area in the earth. That is our bond. And when we look at in a logistical way and in a better way, we cannot go away from environment, because the ecological imbalance is going to cause a lot of trouble, because we have to provide existential environment to all the animals and all the inhabitants in this world. That is where we are going to balance the ecology, and the ecological environment is maintained. Just an example, as a doctor, you have been seeing many thyroid cases in the last few decades. We have been seeing diabetes in quite young children, even without family history of diabetes, even without obesity, even without anything. You have been seeing a number of problems with growth related problems and cancers. Why do you think this is happening? Are we not getting healthy food? We are. We are getting healthy food. We are richer every day, and our social life and economical life has been improving every day, but still we are getting so many trouble. Why is that? It is mainly what we call as endocrine disrupting chemicals, EDC. And that is there because, and last this year particularly, World Environment Day, which was celebrated on 5th of June, you know that the main theme was beat plastic pollution. And we are thinking that plastic is only there on the roads and water and everywhere. No, microplastics are there in our body, which is causing number of imbalances in our health system. Whether it is soil pollution done by the industries, whether it is water pollution created by our industries and human activities, whether it is air pollution because of the increase in the number of vehicles in our cities and no space for trees to develop in the cities. All these things are causing number of diseases in the human race. And that is why we are seeing, even though we are highly educated, economically sound, we are having all facilities at home, still we are struggling with so many diseases. That is mainly because of ecological imbalance. We are not bonding with our environment. That is the reason. And now we have to take care of our environment. If we are not going to take care of our environment, who else? And as Rachel was telling, it should start from home. It should start from home. You have to develop your environment. And whether it is, and you might have heard recently, ISKCON has been developing a village where they are not trying to, they are trying to build houses with naturally available material, with lot of trees and with natural light and all these kind of thing. Why? And that is mainly because an awakening in the society has started. Just like Rachel was telling, young minds like you, as I told you, in the last few decades we forgot about bonding with our environment. Young minds like you, and I think I was going through Rachel's achievements. She is just 23. I'm sorry, I told you her age. I'm sorry. And now she has achieved so many things in the field of literature, and she wanted to bring about and motivate youngsters. That is what is very important. Like her, if our book is going to be a, which is going to be a very good successful launch, and every one of you can read that and motivate others to read that, and you can get a lot of information around you to how you bond with your existence and environment, whether it is water pollution, whether it is air pollution, whether it is soil pollution, and you have to take care of your environment. Otherwise the future of your life and future of your next generation is going to be affected significantly. And with that few information, and I was just going through the book, Environment Bond of Existence, and it's very simple, and very small number of pages are there, and I think all of you can go through in very short period of time. And I think you should purchase and make sure that your friends and relatives read these books, and start developing relationship with your surroundings, whether it is trees, whether it is other existence, whether it is preservation of water. All these things you need to start developing. With that, I'm going to end my talk. Thank you. All the best, Rachel.